For the past 30 years, community activist Marco van Embden has served as chairman and vice chairman on the boards of numerous organizations, both in his professional and personal capacity. A recipient of many awards and accolades for his tireless voluntary work and dedication to various organizations, he embodies a passion for community upliftment, which is a core value in his far-reaching success.
Am I a community activist? Well, I guess I am now, because when I see something that needs to be fixed, I get stuck in. It's the same effort to complain that it is to get something fixed. However, you get much more joy from seeing the benefits of having something fixed than from complaining.
When you grow up with an incredibly dynamic, involved, inspirational person, it really sets a bar for who you want to try and be. Hard person to live up to, but also very inspirational.
As a Jew, we have a responsibility to help others. It's just the way it is. There's a saying, you have to be the shining light on other nations. You have to always do better. And I think many peoples, many religions, many cultures do good. But I think the Jewish people have it as part of their DNA. And when I grew up, we used to have a box to put money in on a Friday. You gave money to the box every Friday for charity, the tzedakah box. But that doesn't just stop at our community. So you'll find lots of Jewish people that are driving not-for-profits that are totally immersed in working outside of the Jewish community.
Marco is a true mensch. Since I met him over 30 years ago, he has continually been working extensively for the Jewish community and the community at large. He calls this his real work. When I look at the Jewish community, he's been involved in many facets of this, from being chairman of United Herzliya Schools to chairman of the David Sussman Community Foundation, which he founded. In both of these organizations, he has raised considerable amounts of money, which has created financial security for the Jewish community of Cape Town for this and future generations.
Lelele is an organization based in South Africa, but registered both in South Africa and in the USA. Lelele provides arts education for at-risk children, as opposed to underprivileged children, in order to stimulate creativity and awaken the entrepreneurial spirit. Marco is one of those people who, in everything he's ever done with us, has proven to be the most selfless, driven, amazing, remarkable person. It's been a privilege working with him. When he first became involved with Lelele, it was on the basis of he would only become involved if he could make a difference, and he certainly makes a difference every single day of his life.
We also support Lelele through our company, both overtly and covertly. We send clients there when they come out here. We introduce them to Lelele, and we've supported them in various projects. It's just one of these organizations that I believe it's important to give back to, and it's been a privilege to work with Andrea and Oliver Newrock and the team.
A few years ago, my dad had, as he does a lot of ideas, had a fantastic idea. He wanted to start an initiative called Coats for Cape Town. And I helped him put together the website, and we helped him with the idea, which initiated from friends who were attending his 60th birthday, and he asked them all to bring a coat each instead of a gift. A lot of people bought more than one coat, and there was this massive wall at the venue where the birthday party was, covered in coats, which we then donated to people in Cape Town after the party.
Since my 60th, and as a result of my working with Hannes from Straatwerk, we've distributed quite a lot of coats via his people that he takes people from the street and he employs them, gives them work, and he does a lot of work for the city of Cape Town. He does a lot of work for us, Mully Point ratepayers, Sea Point ratepayers. So I've worked with him to distribute coats to make sure they get to the needy people, and hopefully we can make a difference in the lives of those people that get a coat from us.
We have a special way of handing it out, because we believe not just in handouts. People participate and prove themselves through our system but for every participation they get some benefit. They get some cash benefit through us, but an additional benefit like the coats is a very beautiful thing, especially in the winter time, yes.
Someone said, why don't you give them blankets? And my answer was, have you seen someone walking during the day in the street with a blanket wrapped around them? Doesn't look right. But if they've got a lekker warm coat wrapped around them, that looks fine. When they go to the shelter at night, or wherever they happen to be sleeping, they can just as easily take that coat and put it on top of them like a blanket than they could a blanket. So a coat is far more versatile than a blanket.
Marco is very particular, but if you really want to get things to work, as we do, we give life habilitation, how do you do to make life work. So we found in him a very great partner. It's like the sun breaking through, you know, because one gets frustrated with things not working.
I've learned from Marco a level of humility and selflessness and giving that I didn't believe was possible. He really lives by that dictum in life where nothing is too much and nobody is beyond being approached to help. And he lives by what we stand for, what we like to believe we stand for.
As a human being, I guess what you learn is about that everything is not just about your singular path in the world. It's about how you incorporate everything around you. How you help people, how you look after your family, how important community is, and so much stuff that he's done for our community, whether it's Cape Town or the Jewish community. You know, he's always striving to improve everything for the future. Children, grandchildren, all of that.
So part of my Derech Eretz is to give back, to give forward, and to make sure that I always am worthy of the good that I've been blessed with in my life. There's a movie, Saving Private Ryan. It's a very poignant part. At the end of the movie, there's this old man with his wife, grandparents, children, grandchildren. They're at Arlington Cemetery, and they're standing at the cross of the late Private Ryan. It's Tom Hanks as the actor, and they saved this Private Ryan. And he stands there, and he poignantly says, I hope that you believe I earned this, with his family. And I mean, it's very emotional whenever I repeat it, because that's how I try and live my life, is that I'm earning that which I'm blessed to have. And everyone deals with that differently, but for me, in the Jewish way, there's a lot to give back, both within our community and outside our community. And at the same time, we have to be thankful for what we have and thankful for the opportunity to be able to give back and make a difference.